Okay, so if you did it all naturally, what I would possibly recommend, which I'm not a professional. I'm just going off what I know. What I like to do is if my body has hit a stall or a wall, either one, I will stay consistent and I'll continue doing what I know that I need to do, because what's going to happen is you when we lose weight, it takes our body a second for it to catch up. Okay. So it will stall out and things of that nature. But what I did is I would shock my body in a sense. So I would, sorry, I'm trying to type in on this phone too. But what I would do is I would shock myself. So what I would do is I would eat something that normally I would not eat. So for example, let's say all I was really consuming was salads, grilled chicken, and green beans and things of that nature. I was staying very healthy and I was still not losing weight. What I would do is I would shock my body with carbs or sugars or something of that nature, something that is out of the norm. And then once I do that, then I'll get back into my routine. So I'll have like a day where I do kind of what I want, and then I'll get back into it, because sometimes that's just what our body needs, just to have a little shock for it to get back into gear, which I'm not going to say that that's always going to work, because it doesn't always immediately go into effect. But if you've lost that amount of weight in that amount of time, absolutely. Yes, but our body will 100% stall out. I've had numerous stalls. I'm stalled out again, to be completely honest with you. Like, I don't understand it. I'm working my butt off, losing inches, but I'm not losing pounds. So I guess I'm gaining muscle, and I'm okay with that. But let's see. What I'm going to do really quick is I'm going to read over what our routine is today. We're going to start off with reaching steps. Then we'll move into quick feet, jog, jump rope, chicken jacks, ankle taps, back jacks, knee ups, block jacks, out and ups, knee slicers, front punches, under leg jacks, and obliques. So basically, in summary, we're going to be sweating and like sounding really crazy because we about to push through, okay? Because I do have an appointment that I have to be at 8 p.m. So I have to get in here, get this done, and go. So we're actually about to start in just a second. Absolutely. Because I can tell a major difference in my size, honestly. Like, I'm still so mind blown. Like, I cannot believe I've done this. And Regina, like, I've got this tiny little bitty phone that I'm going to be using. So I don't know what's going to happen at this point, because I'm about to sign in to that thing that you know, that I know, that you know, that we know. I don't know why I'm talking in code, but you know what you know what I'm talking about. Mm-hmm. I just ain't going to have that banner thing on there today. And this phone dies like exponentially fast. So we'll see what happens. I'm already sweating, okay? This is such a tiny phone. Like, it's so little compared to my other one. Okay, I think it is the phone situation. All right, awesome. I'm live on that one. Regina, you were right. Oh my gosh. Yay. Okay. Okay, so I'm going to go on ahead and hang up my. This is so high. This is so tiny now. I bet you have. So I am going to, man, I don't know if I can read these. That's tiny. But all right. So we are going to go on ahead and get started because, like I said, I have like a meeting that I have to be at right at 8. So I'm going to have to hurry up and we're going to get this done, okay? But I'm going to show you guys how to properly sit in your chair. And then we are going to go in. We're going to do each exercise for exactly 30 seconds. We're going to take a 10-second breather. And then after that, we'll do a really quick light stretching. And then you guys can go enjoy your evening, okay? Yay, I'm actually going to try and pour the rest of my Gatorade in here so I can get the rest of my pre-workout. I ain't even going to front. I've not had enough caffeine today. I forgot to have my coffee. Oh, shoot. But anyways, so to show you guys how to sit in your chair, this is how you do it. Hopefully y'all can see me all right. But what you'll do is you'll sit at the edge of your chair, okay? Your back will be off the back of your chair at all times, okay? It's very, very important. But if at any point in time you need to use the back of your chair, utilize it. But still challenge yourself and bring yourself off of it best that you can, okay? But our first exercise is going to be the reach and step. I'm going to show each of you guys how to do that. And I'm also going to show you guys modifications because there is one for this particular exercise, okay? So hopefully y'all are ready. Yay! Hi, Valerie. All right, so let's go. We're going to start with our reach and step. If you've never done it, our reach and step looks a lot like this, okay? But guess what? If you cannot do the leg part, this is what I'm going to need for you to do, okay? You're just going to reach anyway. So reach and reach. And I need to adjust my computer one more time, so I apologize. Thank you. All right, so here we go. We've got 30 seconds of reaching steps starting. Come on, watch. Starting now. I will say that in the event you choose to do seated cardio, it is extremely important that once you do start it, you start to increase your speed when you feel like you can, okay? Because the faster you move, the more calories you're going to end up burning, which in turn means more fat you're going to end up burning. But take that breather. Up next is going to be our quick feet. And what that looks like is this. Okay? That's all you got to do. If you guys don't mind, just share this for me, okay? Because it does really help. But let's knock that quick feet out. We're going to do those for 30 seconds, starting now. The reason why I have my arms out in front of me like this is because it helps me work my abdominal area just a bit more. But if this is too difficult for you, if you're just starting out, you don't have to do this, okay? And try to keep your core tight. If you don't know what keeping your core tight means, the best way that I know how to explain that is like sucking your belly button in through your spine. Sounds silly, but that's what it is. But take that 10-second breather. Up next is going to be our jog. This is what it looks like. Okay, but if this is too difficult, I have another trick for you, okay? You're going to keep your feet on the floor. You're going to use your tippy toes, and you're going to pump your feet and your arms at the same time. So just watch. This is what it is, all right? So you'll need to do this in place of moving your legs if you can't do the actual jog, okay? So we have a jog for 30 seconds, starting now. And if you guys will notice, my back never actually touches the back of my chair. I'm continually keeping my core engaged so that I can get that abdominal workout. And you guys are always asking me, how do you not have a lot of excess skin after losing 240 pounds? I guess this is it. Because these are the types of exercises I've always really honestly kind of done. But take your breather. Up next is going to be our jump rope. This is what it looks like. I have two different variations. You can either do it like this, where you actually lift your feet off the floor, or you can pretend you have a baby in your lap, and you're going to bounce that baby, but you're going to still do this part, okay? But we're about to get into that one and do it. Thank you, Lemmy. All right, so let's go. We're going to go on ahead and knock out these jump ropes. We have those for 30 seconds starting now. Really try to push yourself. I know sometimes it stinks and it burns and it hurts, but if you want to lose weight and you want to make a difference in your body, you have to put in the work. And sometimes it don't feel great, but it's so worth it. Up next will be our chicken jacks. Go on ahead and take your breather though. I'm going to show you all what the chicken jacks look like. All right, so when you're doing a chicken jack, you're going to start like this, and then you're going to just do this number right here. If doing your legs is too difficult, don't do it and just do your arms for right now, okay? So we have 30 seconds starting now. I'm not so much worried about your speed at this moment either, especially if you're just starting out. But you've got this. Good job. Thank you so much for tuning in with me tonight. Keep it going. Take your 10-second breather. Up next is going to be our ankle taps. I'm going to use my most common situation. We're going to get prepared for a roller coaster ride, okay? Then we're going to come down and hit that ankle. Come back up, hit that ankle. But I understand, especially when I was over 500 pounds, I couldn't reach my ankle. So if you struggle with reaching your ankle, I want you to reach whatever is easier for you to hit. If it's your knee, if it's your shin, I don't care where it's at, but I still want you to give me your best effort in this exercise, okay? So we have 30 seconds of that exercise starting now. You got it. Again, focus on keeping your core tight, okay? That's very important. You got this. Ten-second breather. Up next is going to be our back jacks, and I'll show you all how to do that. Thank you for tuning in all the way from Ireland. Woo, yeah, I'm dying already. Yes. Thank you, Lemmy. All right, let's go. We're going to go on ahead and move into our back jacks. I absolutely love doing these jacks. It is very, very great cardio and also a great workout. But let me show you how to do these back jacks. If you've never done it, this is it. You're going to start like this. And then you're going to do this number right here. Really squeezing those shoulder blades together, okay? So you're going to do that for 30 seconds, starting now. Again, if you can't do your legs, do your arms at least. I will say once we get into round 2 and 3, we're going to push through and we're just going to go. All right? Good job. All right, 10-second breather. Up next is going to be our knee ups. I'm going to show you how I'm going to do it. I'm going to hold on to the back of my chair like this. Okay? And then I'll stick my knees out like so, and then just do this. Back down and do this. I know that that's going to be challenging for some of us, so don't worry about speed, but you've got this, okay? That's honestly very, very, very smart for real. I might eventually invest in those. I don't even own arm weights, actually. I just have dumbbells, kettlebells, and all that kind of stuff. But let's do our knee ups. We have those for 30 seconds. Starting now, sweetheart. Again, don't worry about your speed. I've not always been able to do these, especially when I was over 500 pounds. So do as many as you can handle within a 30-second window, but you've got it. All right, take your 10-second breather. Up next is going to be our block jacks. I'll show you what that looks like. You're going to have your arms at 90 degrees, and then you're going to jack out, back in, jack out, back in. Man, you can see my arms again. Look at me. All right, let's knock these block jacks out. We have 30 seconds of those. Starting now. Good job. If you guys don't mind, hit that share button, please. Thank you so much. Y'all are the best. Ten-second breather. Up next is the out, in, ups. The way that I taught myself this one is out, in, up, down, out, in, up, down. So let me show you. So you'll start in the center. You're going to go out, in, up, down, out, in, up, down. Okay? That's what that exercise is. I do these exercises every Monday through Saturday from 7 p.m. Well, at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Aw, I hope that these modifications will work for you, Valerie. All right, guys. So we're going to go on ahead and knock out our out and ups. We have those for 30 seconds starting now. Take your 10-second breather. Up next is our knee slicer. The way that we do that, like always, we're going to start riding our roller coaster. Then we're going to come down and we're going to slice and pick up our knee, come back up, slice, pick up our knee, come back up. You're going to alternate sides while slicing. Now I understand, especially if you're starting out and you're around my heaviest size, when I was over 500 pounds, if it's going to be easier for you to just simply do this for right now and kind of bend, keeping your core tight, that's okay. But I want your best effort, whatever you choose to do. So we have 30 seconds starting now. You got it. Ten-second breather. Up next is going to be our front punches. This is how I start mine. I start upside down, punch out, back in. But whatever works for you, all right? I need to plug my phone in. Aw, I didn't know that you had a knee replacement. I'm sorry, Valerie. Thank you, Alicia. Gotta plug that phone in. Okay, so let's go on ahead and do our front punches. We have those for 30 seconds, starting now. Focus on keeping your core tight still. I know it sounds very redundant. I will repeat myself simply because I remember when I was at my biggest, I would try and cut corners. I'm not going to lie. I still met my goals, but I bet I would have hit my goals a lot quicker had I not cut corners. I would always try and wait to make sure that my trainer wasn't watching. I was bad. Take your breather though. Up next is going to be our under leg jacks. Aw, thank you, Valerie. I love that you're here, honey. All right, guys. So it's time for us to do these under leg jacks. If you've never done it before, this is what it looks like, okay? You're going to be at the edge of your chair per usual. Roller coaster, yay! And then underneath here, okay? This is all you're going to do the entire time. But you're going to focus on keeping this core tight per usual. You got this. So I got 30 seconds starting now. Keep it up. Don't stop. Because you got this.
Something's wrong.
It is not.
Please try again.
Take your 10-second breather. Up next is going to be our oblique crunches. This is how I'm going to do my obliques. This is how I like to do them now that I can do them this way. But I understand I have two other versions that are a little simpler, so let me show you those. You can do the part where you simply do this number right here, keeping this part tight, of course. Or you can go down and you can touch your ankle, like so. Again, focusing on keeping the area up here tight as possible. So we're going to knock out those obliques. We have 30 seconds, starting now. Push through. You got it, honey. Good job. Ten-second breather. So we just finished round one. That means that we are about to start round two, which means there won't be a lot of time for me showing modifications and things of that nature, okay? Aw, y'all are the best. All right, so we're back to the top. We're going to go on ahead and knock out all of these. So let's go. We have 30 seconds of reach and step. Remember, if you can't step, you're not going to, okay? You're going to reach for the stars, okay? If you don't mind, please hit that share button again. Thank you. Appreciate you. Good job. Keep it going. 10-second breather. Up next is going to be our quick feet, okay? All right, let's knock those quick feet out. We have 30 seconds of quick feet. Starting now. Perfect. Keep it going. Take your breather. Up next is going to be your jog, okay? I will share it just so you know whenever I'm done. Thank you guys for tuning in. So let's knock out our jog, okay? We've got 30 seconds starting now. Remember, if you can't lift your feet up, you're just going to pump like so, okay? But whatever works for you. You got it. Ten-second breather. Up next is our jump rope. And remember, I'll show you what that is. This is what I do. But if you can't do that, you're going to do this. All right? Oh. Thank you, guys. All right, here we go. So let's knock these jump rope out. We've got 30 seconds of them starting now. Good job. If you do this particular exercise appropriately, if you've not been with me before, you're going to have this section of your core that should be on fire. Take your 30 or your 10-second breather. Up next is going to be the chicken jacks. Y'all are doing amazing. And I hope that you know that I'm super proud of you guys for tuning in tonight, because I know that there's lots of things that we could be doing this evening. All right, guys, let's go on ahead and knock out our chicken jacks. We have 30 seconds of those starting now. This is what the chicken jack is. This works your shoulders and all that stuff. Looks silly, but it certainly is a great exercise. You got it. Good job. Look at you. 10-second breather. Up next is going to be our ankle taps. So again, we're going to get ready for our roller coaster ride. I'm very adamant on going on one now that I can fit, but this is your ankle tap. Okay? Like, I literally cannot wait. Actually, I'm a little nervous because I'm scared of heights, so I can only imagine what it's going to be like to ride a roller coaster. But let's go on ahead and knock out those ankle taps. We have got 30 seconds starting now. Remember, if you can't hit your ankle, hit your knee, hit your shin, hit whatever you can reach. But give me your best effort. Good job. Keep it up. Perfect. Take your 10-second breather. So up next is going to be our back jacks. Hey, I cannot wait. Let me just tell you. Man, I can't wait for real. Like, I've never been able to ride a roller coaster. It's back jack time. It's now back jack time. But what's so crazy, and I'll tell you guys about it in just a second, once we start our back jacks, we got back jacks for 30 seconds starting now. This is what it is. But I went to Kings Island. I lost like 100 pounds. Mind you, at my heaviest, I was over 500. So I was still over 400 pounds. I waited in line for like an hour. Got all the way up there. Mind you, I had lost 100 pounds. So I was like, all right, yeah, I'm going to fit. No. I couldn't get myself to fit into that roller coaster to save my life. I was so embarrassed. So when I get to, you're going to take your 10-second breather right now. But when I do get to ride a roller coaster, I know it's going to be like a very different experience because I've never gotten to. I still remember my first airplane ride. That was wild. Anyways, it is now our knee up time. So we're going to do that for 30 seconds, starting now. I think I'm actually planning to go back to Texas pretty soon. So I might find like a Six Flags or something and finally ride a roller coaster. Take your breather. Up next is going to be her block jacks. Oh, I've been on an airplane. I flew to Texas for my first time. All right, guys. Sorry to be all up in my little phone, y'all, but I got like the tiniest phone that I'm using for TikTok, so I'm so sorry. Anyways, let's go on ahead and do our block jacks. We have block jacks for 30 seconds, starting now. Remember what I've said about your legs. If you can't do them yet, do your arms. It's okay. Good job. Take your breather. Up next is the out, in, ups. Remember, that's the one that's out, in, up, down. All right. Oh. Hey there. All right, so it is now time for us to knock out our out, in, ups. So let's get to it, okay? We are over halfway done with our workout already. Good job, guys. So here we go. We got 30 seconds. Out, in, ups. One thing that I haven't mentioned lately is what I do with these types of exercises is I know not everyone has tiles to hit, but I like to try and hit certain tiles to make sure that I'm doing the proper exercises. So maybe if you have masking tape and you want to mark the spot on your carpet or wood floors, take your breather. But that's going to make you concentrate and focus a lot more on doing the proper exercises and actually getting a really great workout because you're having to focus on hitting those spots. Anyways, it is now time for us to do our knee slicers. We have 30 seconds of those starting now. Remember, if you cannot lift your knee up, you can still do this number right here. And that'll still work, but you got to keep that core tight, okay? Keep it up. Good job. If you guys have never been with me before, you're going to take a 10-second breather now. But if you've never been with me before, I do this every Monday through Saturday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, okay? Seated cardio every weekday but Sunday. Anyways, it is now time for us to do our front punches. We've got 30 seconds of our front punches starting now. Keeping that core tight, okay? You got it. I still get super surprised to watch my excess skin on my arms just fly up. It's rather wild. Keep it going. There we go. Take your breather, honey. So we are about to move into our underleg jacks. I'm going to show you all what that looks like, and I want to go check your messages, okay? So the underleg jack, you'll start out like your roller coaster, and then you're going to come under and back up and under and back up. And we're going to keep doing that, okay? Whew. Aww. That's okay, Lemmy. Okay. All right, let's go. We are going to go on ahead and move into our underleg jacks. You'll do this for 30 seconds now. Starting now. Go for it, honey. Good job. Almost there. Take your breather. We are about to move into our obliques. This is how I do mine. You don't have to do that though. If it's easier, you can do this number right here. Okay? Or you can do this. Whatever works for you. But let's knock those obliques out. We've got 30 seconds of those starting now. This is our second final exercise, well, second 14th final exercise for this round. We are about to start our third and final round. Ten-second breather. Good job, y'all. So we are about to start round 3. Once we finish round 3, then we'll stretch and do all that stuff, okay? I gotta pull up my britches. So sorry. Hopefully you will definitely come back though, Valerie. I do this literally so often. So let's go. All right, so here we go. We are going back to the top, so it is now time for our reaching steps, okay? If you can't do the step, you're just going to reach. Good job. I'm so proud of you guys, for real. Take your breather. Up next is the quick feet, okay? But I know how difficult it is sometimes to find the motivation to work out, so I'm proud of you all for showing up. I don't care if you're just watching to start to get the motivation to work out. I don't care if you're participating, whatever aspect it is that you're participating currently, I'm proud of you because I know it takes a lot to get to this point. And I feel like you're doing the right thing right now for yourself. I'm just saying. But anyways, let's knock out these quick feet. We got 30 seconds starting now. But I can remember when I first started my journey back in May of 2021, honestly. I was trying to find people that motivated me. I was trying to find people that looked like me, that were real, that had done what I had done. I have had gastric sleeve surgery, so if you don't know that, you do now. But I have always tried to find people with similar body types. And this is just kind of where I've ended up. But anyways, take your breather. You've got 10 seconds. Up next is going to be our jog, I think. Yeah. But this has been one amazing journey. And I'm thankful that I can share what I have done for real. It means a lot. But anyways, let's knock out our jog. We are going to jog for 30 seconds. Starting now. Remember, if you can't do it like this, you can just pump your legs and move your arms, okay? Whatever works for you. Good job. Keep it going. Ten-second breather. Up next is going to be our jump rope, okay? Y'all are doing amazing. However you want to do it, Sarah, honestly. Hey guys, we're going to go on ahead and move into our next exercise, which is our jump rope, okay? So we're going to jump rope for 30 seconds. This is what I'm going to do, but if you can't do this, okay? Pick your poison. You got it. This is our final round. So challenge yourself. You got it. Ten-second breather. Up next is going to be the chicken jacks, okay? All right. Let's go on ahead and knock out these chicken jacks. We have those for 30 seconds, starting now. If you can't do your legs, still move those arms, okay? Up next is going to be our ankle taps, okay? We are almost done. Perfect job. 10-second breather. So, our ankle taps, roller coaster, tap, tap, okay? We'll do that consistently for 30 seconds, starting now. If you can't hit your ankle, hit your shin, hit your knee, hit whatever works for you. But remember, keep that core tight, sweetheart. Good job. Keep it up. Ten-second breather. We are going to move into our back jacks next, okay? Thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you, Valerie. All right, so we are now to our back jacks. So let's knock them out. We have back jacks for 30 seconds, starting now. Focus on really squeezing those shoulder blades together. Okay. Good job. Ten-second breather. Up next is going to be our knee ups, okay? Make sure you guys are also staying hydrated. I haven't even really been drinking much. All right, it is now time for us to do our knee ups. So you're going to hold on to the back of whatever it is you're on for 30 seconds. Knee up. What I like to try to do is not allow my feet to hit the floor, even though they're super close. It really increases your challenge on this exercise. Ten-second breather. Good job. So up next is going to be our block jacks. Now we'll be taking tomorrow off. Sunday is my day of rest. That's the one day that I do choose not to work out or really come on live much. But I might pop on and say hi at some point. Let's knock out these block jacks though. We have 30 seconds starting now. This particular exercise works the bra fat. Just so you know. Ten-second breather. Up next is our out and ups, okay? That's okay. I'll talk about that in a sec. All right. So we are now into our out and ups. And I'll answer your question about how did I do it while I'm doing my out and ups. So we're going to do the out and ups for 30 seconds, starting now. But what I did is in May of 2021, I started working out, started changing my eating habits. I ended up getting approved for gastric sleeve surgery. I had gastric sleeve surgery June 30th of 2021. Continued to make lifestyle changes. And now I'm over 240 pounds down. I was once over 500 pounds. Now I'm like 247. So that's how I did it. And I've consistently stayed working out and watching what I eat. Up next is going to be our knee slicers. So be prepared. But I haven't just, like, even though I got the gastric sleeve surgery, that's not the cure-all. Just because a person has that procedure doesn't mean they're going to wake up skinny. I thought that I would. Literally did. I was like, I'm going to wake up and I'm going to lose so much weight. I did several years down the road with putting in the work. But anyways, let's go on ahead and do our knee slicers. We have 30 seconds starting now. If you cannot lift your knee up, I'm going to need for you to slice down like so, okay? Whatever works for you, though. But that's how I lost all my weight. I'm also vegetarian now. I've not consumed meat in over a year because I had issues consuming meat. I would always get choked. It would get stuck in my esophagus. I actually had an uncle pass away from getting choked on meat. So removing meat was, take your breather, was a very easy option for me because of all of the issues that I had with it. So the way that I get my protein in now is like a lot of protein shakes and protein cereal, things of that nature. I eat a lot of the same things, but it's paid off and I'm okay with that. Anyways, we're going to move into our front punches now. We're going to do those for 30 seconds starting now. Okay? Keep it going. Up next is going to be our under leg jacks. Okay. What are you doing, Juniper? Good job. 10-second breather. Up next will be our under leg jacks, then our obliques, then we'll do some light stretching, okay? Oh. All right, guys. Let's knock these under leg jacks out. We have 30 seconds starting now. Then we'll do our obliques. Then we'll stretch. Then we'll say our goodbyes. Perfect job. Thank you guys so much for being here with me tonight, for real. If you don't mind, please hit the share button, but also take your 10-second breather. Now this oblique move, this is how I'm going to do mine. But if you can't do that, you can do this. Or you can do this. Okay? You can actually lay on your back and do like a seal type touch. And that's going to work your obliques. Like you can literally be laying in bed and you can do that exercise and it will work. Just have your knees up. And I promise, like I have done that several times. But anyways, let's do our obliques. We have got 30 seconds. Starting now, sweetheart. Good job. Good job. Almost there. Are you out of food, baby? 10-second breather. And then we are going to go on ahead and move into our stretches. I'm going to get my cat a little food. There we go. So we are going to go on ahead and start our stretching. It's just short and simple and sweet, okay? Aw, thank you, Lisa. Thank you, Valerie. I look forward to you coming back. All right, guys. So we are going to go on ahead and start our stretches. I am going to fix this right here, though. All right. So what we're going to do first is you're going to take your left arm and you're going to pull it across your body, okay? Then I'll let you know when we're going to swap. All right, what you're going to do now is you're going to out, over, out, under, okay? Then we're going to pull our right arm across, starting now. Aw, thank you. You have a great Mother's Day, too. Aw, I'm trying. Thank you. All right, what we're going to do now is you're going to cross out, cross over, cross out, cross under, okay? So we're going to go on ahead and pull our left arm behind our head. Now, when I was over 500 pounds, I couldn't do this. So let me show you a trick that I taught myself when I was over 500 pounds, okay? I used both of my hands. You're going to cup them, and then you're going to pull this way, okay? That's all you got to do. Then I'll let you know when we're going to swap sides, and you'll do the exact same thing on the opposite side, okay? Perfect job, guys. All right, so you're going to switch sides. So do the cross out, cross under, cross over situation. And then going ahead and stretch your opposite arm, okay? Yeah, the workout just got completed. We're in stretch mode, but I will post this live. So you'll be able to do it. I'll also share another live recording as well. All right, so what we're going to do now is we're going to simply lunge to the right. So this is literally all that it is. You're going to just do this number right here, okay? And I'll let you know when to swap sides. But if you're doing this stretch, you should feel a pull going on in this area of your leg, okay? All right, so come up for a second, and then you're going to go the opposite direction, okay? Perfect job. Good job, guys. All right, so you're going to come up. Good job. What we're going to do now is you're going to kind of get in an extended stance. So almost in a sumo squat type stance because you're going to be a little bit wider than your shoulder width apart. But what we're going to do now is you're going to go down to the middle. I can touch the floor now. When I was over 500 pounds, I could not. So I'm going to show you guys a hack that I taught myself in order to stretch the back of my thighs and upper glutes. You can try it if you want to. If you want to just bend down to the point where you can start to feel a little pull, that's okay too. But the way that I did it is I kind of do the swim through method. So give me just a second. I don't know what, my phone was at 20%. But anyways, what you'll do is you'll swim through like so, okay, and kind of pull yourself, all right? I'm going to go down to the floor, but you pick your poison. Okay, so what I need you to do now is take your right hand, place it above your right ankle, and then your left hand, you're going to put it on top of your right kneecap, and then you're going to stretch, okay? Go for it. All right, you're going to go on ahead and swap sides. You're going to take your left hand, place it above your left ankle, your right hand on top of your left kneecap. You've got this. And then once we finish this one, I'm going to need for you guys to follow what I do. We're going to do what I call a ragdoll up so that you guys don't get lightheaded, pass out type situation because that happens to me a lot, okay? So you'll focus on your breathing and come up extremely slowly. So it is now ragdoll up time. This is what it looks like, okay? All right, so we ragdoll up. What we're going to do now is we're going to do the inhale, hold, exhale. So what that is you're going to inhale up, hold up here, exhale down, okay? You're going to control your breathing. We're going to do 4 together, and then we're going to be done, all right? So here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Great job, guys. Thank you all so much for tuning in tonight. I do go live every single night at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I am in Kentucky, and you are so welcome, honey. But I will be going live as often as I possibly can, okay? But I have to sign out. I'll be with you guys in a sec. Thank you.